Okay, so I want to make a quick video regarding one of the things that make women obsess over men. And this specific topic is dramatic desire and deep, deep fantasy, okay? And if you can get a girl to fantasize about you deeply, like deep in her core where she's has this idea of you on top of her doing dirty things to her, my God, she's going to think about you all the time and do dirty things to her, you know what. So anyway, what you want to do in order to start, really get that dramatic desire started is to be able to talk about sex freely with women, okay? Now, if you can bring up sex in conversation and talk about it in a non-weird way, a nonchalant way, cool, you talk about your fantasies, her fantasies, man, you're already fucking there. But the issue with most men is they don't do it in conversation. And the reason is they would love to talk about it, they would love to, but they can't because they don't know how to bring it up appropriately, they don't know how to do it without being weird, or they're kind of scared to bring it up in general because they don't know how she's gonna react. They just don't. And when they're scared, they're treating her fucking differently. They're scared about bringing it up because they're like, oh my God, I don't want her to think I'm a weird guy for talking about sex. Bro, it's the 21st fucking century. We can talk about sex. We all do fucking sex. It happens, okay? We can fucking talk about it. Girls, shocker, newsflash, they have sex too. And trust me, they like it just as much as guys do. So there's no issues with talking about it freely. Now, yes, there are ways to do it without being weird. You don't want to lead the conversation off with, what's your favorite position? No, that's a little fucking weird if you don't know a fucking girl that well. Just saying, hey, what's your favorite position? Yeah, it's not going to fucking work out for you. You want to do it in a casual fucking way. And the other thing is, you want to be able to talk about it and then be able to move on to a different topic. Because guys, when they finally start talking about sex with girls, they can't stop it. Okay, they don't want to leave the conversation because it's like, oh my God, conversation about sex. Oh my God, they just don't know how to fucking handle it. And then they like ejaculate in their fucking pants like pathetic pussies. So what you really want to do is be able to bring up the topic casually, confidently, talk about it. And then once you bring up sex in general, you can lead it into all these different fucking directions where you're talking about your fantasies, her fantasies, what you like, what you don't like, weird weird stories of sex, whatever it may be. But the point is, you need to bring it up so it comes up in conversation. Now, I'm just going to give you one quick tip on how to casually bring it up, and then from there you can break the conversation off in any direction, okay? So the easiest way to really go about it, if you don't really know what to do and you really want to start talking about sex with girls and get her to start fantasizing about you, is just ask her straight up when you're in conversation about her. And you just say it like this. Me and my friends were talking about this the other day, and I'm kind of curious, but what would your porn star name be? Okay? And she'd be like, she would either say like a porn star name, or she would go about the normal way of how a porn star name is hypothetically been determined. And for those of you who don't know, and if she's like, oh, I don't know how to decide, the rule of thumb is on a porn star name is, you tell her your porn star name is the name of your first pet and the name of the street that you grew up on. Okay? That's all it is. Name of your first pet and then the name of the street that you grew up on. Okay? And she might say something like, oh, well, my first pet's name was Dandelion and the street that I lived on was Conrad. Okay? So her name would be Dandelion Conrad. Now, is that a good porn star name? I don't know. Every girl might have a different one, but you can tease her and be like, oh my God, you'd be such a little whore. you would be shooting every scene, right? And then she'll ask you what your porn star name would be, and you just tell her what it would be, right? And from there, you'd be like, yeah, I would be doing all these shoots all the time. You're doing all these hypotheticals, right? And then from there, you could just be like, yeah, that's kind of crazy. I would try to do scenes with like threesomes with two girls or something like that. And then you say, what would you do, right? And then you lead it from, what positions do you like? Have you ever had a threesome? Would you ever have a threesome? All this type of shit like that. And from there, you're just kind of opening the door for a different conversation. And that is what's fucking crucial, because now you're diving in deep, and then you say the positions that you like, or you say, oh, I like doggy style. I like standing up and having sex. I like sex in a shower. all of the shit, and now she's starting to think about it. And then you add in a little, I like that shit, but you couldn't handle that. I like bending a girl over, but you couldn't handle that. It's not your type. I'm too much for you, right? And you just tease her a little shit like that. She'll be like, you couldn't handle me, honey. And then you go back and forth, a little bit of banter, gets her thinking about it. The tension's there. Boom, boom, boom. Use it. Good way to start talking about it. Like I said, you want to get your foot in the door. You want to converse about it. You want her to think sexually about you. You want to do it casually. You want to get it in there. And then you will get it in there. Peace.